Hi and welcome to Chords Lesson 10. In this session we'll be learning 4 different strumming patterns using the 16 chord block. Up till now we've been down strumming, but now it's time to introduce the upstrum. Let's check it out. Okay, let's do some strumming patterns. I've got my pick, I've got a 0.46, it's quite a thin pick, and I'm going to hold it between my thumb and index finger. So ideally the pick's pointing towards you, the player, and the arm is nice and straight. Try and get away from twisting of the wrist. Keep it nice and straight, and it's going to be like a clock pendulum with the inside of your elbow on the edge of the guitar. So you've got the guitar nice and upright. You've got a nice swing going on there, right across. Just lightly brushing. If you start twisting your wrist, you're going to be hitting some strings more than others. That's why it's keeping it nice and straight. In fact, it's really good to do some practice strums. We're just going to do the basic strumming pattern, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you always start with the down strum when you're strumming. Always start with the down strum, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So you can see all the ands are upstrokes, and the 1, 2, 3, 4 is the downstroke. So let's just do the practice strumming. Just lightly hold the strings with your left hand fingers, but if you hold it too much, it's obviously going to make a horrible noise, but just gently mute all the strings. Let's do a practice strum. 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4. 2 and 2 and 3 and 4. Last time. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, so let's have a go through the 16 chord block. All of those 16 chords, the 6 chords that we have been working on. Let's go through it nice and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Change to A. B7. Back to E. Do that first row to begin with. Try it again. E, A, B, 7, A. 2, 3, 4. A. B7. Back to E. 2, 3, 4. A. B7. Back to E. One more time. 2, 3, 4. Change. Get ready for B7. Back to E. It's that second row now. A, D, E, A. Here we go. Just Get our fingers ready for A. That thumb over and muting, that's 6 if you can. Don't worry if you can't. 2, 3, 4. Ready for D. E. A. 2, 3, 4. A again. Last time. 2, 3, 4. Let's go on to the third row, D, G, A, D. Are you ready? Triangle D. 2, 3, 4. Get ready for G, toward G. A. D. 3, 4. Go to the last row, G, C, D, and G. Here we go. Your fingers ready for tall G. 2, 3, 4. Ready for C. Okay, let's go through the whole thing. E, A, B, 7, E, A, D, E, A, D, G, A, D, G, C, D, and G. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. for the second strumming pattern. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and basically is exactly the same. The arm is swinging in exactly the same way as the first strumming pattern, but the pick does not come into contact with the strings on that first upstroke. So let's do the practice strumming. Here we go. 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. When you first attempt this, you might be tempted to bring your hand on that upstroke way out so that you don't hit any strings, which is fine to begin with, but you'll find that as you do it more and more, that your fingers and your plectrum will know how much to come away from the strings, and it'll just be second nature. But the most important thing is that you need to do that ghost stroke. So it's 1, that's the ghost stroke that coming up, but you're not touching the strings. It's really important, rather than go 1, 2, and it needs to go 1, 2, as if you're doing the and, come up all that way that you would normally do for the and, but keep it nice in rhythm. As I say, the actual movement is exactly the same all the way through these different strumming patterns. Your arm is doing exactly the same thing, but it's just how much your plectrum actually comes into contact with the strings. Let's do that practice strum again. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 2, 2. Last time. 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3 and 4. Okay, let's do all the way through all of the 16 chords, or the 6 chords, and let's do it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably the most accessible strumming pattern, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and if you play through songs with the first strumming pattern, it can be quite monotonous because it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, but with the second strumming pattern, 1, 2 and 3 and 4, and you can get quite a nice smooth feel with that, and doesn't become too boring. So you play it a few hundred times and it's going to sound a little bit like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's look at the third strumming pattern. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Again, it's exactly the same movement, but the ands on the first and the second downstroke, the ands are not played or don't come into contact with the strings. So let's do that practice strum again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 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 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. Okay, let's try going through the whole of the 16 chord block with the third strumming pattern. Are you ready? Here we go. Getting ourselves ready for E. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, the most challenging strumming pattern is the last one. Strumming pattern 4, 1 and 2 and. Okay, exactly the same, 1 and 2, and then it's 3 upstrokes. But the most important thing about this is the ghost strokes, and you've got to come down as if you were playing any of the other strumming patterns. 1 and 2 and down and. It's really important that we complete that ghost stroke right down to the bottom as if we were playing any of the other patterns. So let's just try that. 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and. Let's do 4 times of that practice strum. 1, 2, 3, 4. Might be an idea to say it out loud, help you keep rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and. Let's go through the 16 chord block now, using the 4th strumming pattern. 1 and 2 and. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Okay, after a few 100 times, getting the flow and just letting your fingers learn from muscle memory, being able to play it blind. That's a sure way of knowing you're improving with this one. But ramping up the speed, it's going to sound a little bit like this. 1,